Yeah, it's hard to believe that just a week ago we were talking about record heat and closer to the temperatures that we normally see really in the middle of June. Right now it's 41 degrees, full 42 degrees below our high temperature just 1 week ago. And with that nice strong wind out of the north, it feels like it's a lot cooler. Temperatures all the way across Massachusetts are pretty much the same kind of thing. It's a little bit cooler on the coast, but really 1 or 2 degrees isn't going to make that much of a difference. It's just going to feel kind of nasty out there. And in addition, there's not even any sun. It's just cold, dreary, cloudy, and under these clouds there's a few little areas of rain showers down towards the south coast and even snow as you get up into northern portions of Maine and Vermont. So welcome back to winter, I guess. Really didn't want to say that again. But really what we're watching for is once this kind of scoots on out, we have a little bit of a break, which is what's going to be happening for tomorrow. But then we have these little bits of rain showers that are going to be sliding in to kind of affect us and give us a little bit of a taste of what March and early April can give us in New England. Now right now we're just kind of on the fringes of this low pressure system right on in through the east with a little bit of a trough right on top of us, so just giving it a little bit, just enough lift to produce those snow showers. Then what's going to happen tomorrow is this nice ridge of high pressure is going to move on in, kick everything on out towards the east and give us a relatively nice day. But then Saturday comes through. And this low pressure system is really just going to mess everything up. And unfortunately, we do have to be talking about a little bit of snow as this slides just to our south. And not going to be that much. Not going to be talking about any April Fool's Day blizzards anymore. But there is a little bit of a chance of snow. Tonight, though, we don't have to worry about any snow. It's just going to be a little bit chilly. Honestly, that's just going to be normally what we have for today, or normally this year in March. Then tomorrow, going to be clearer. High about 53, so we're going to be above normal, but it's going to feel like it's relatively chilly. And then as we go through the rest of our 5-day forecast, you can see Saturday, that's when those snow showers could come in. I really don't think we're going to see anything accumulating, but it's still going to be kind of raw. Then as we get into Sunday and Monday, that's when we start to clear on out. But why is Boston's weather always changing? Well, I talked to an expert to find out.
I think that a lot of it has to do with the ocean. I mean, if you think about it, we spend the whole winter being really cold, the ocean really cools off. And if we have a weather pattern that favors us getting a wind off of the water, it's very difficult to warm up. I mean, not very far away in parts of New York and Pennsylvania, it could be in the 70s. If we have a wind that's coming onshore, we're kind of stuck in these like 40s and 50s. You may get drizzle, fog, things that just really don't make the day very pretty. So being kind of sticking out into the Atlantic has a huge impact on New England's weather compared to, say, other parts of the East Coast, which are not kind of jutting into the Atlantic like we do.
And that's basically the story for New England weather. Mike?
Now moving eventually into tonight, the clouds will disappear and a clear sky will appear, with the temperature dropping to a cool 32 degrees. But not to worry, the spring weather is here to stay for a few more days. So let's take a look at your 5-day forecast. Early in the weekend, temps will stay in the 50s with relatively sunny days. Sunday, the temperature will drop, but on Monday, expect a very warm day. The warm weather will last into Tuesday, but we'll be seeing showers throughout the day. That's all the weather I have for you. Now, back to you guys at the desk.
Welcome to Mount Washington and the world's worst weather.
The coldest temperature I've seen is -35. Highest wind speed I've been out working in was 125-mile-an-hour winds.
Doing normal things that people think of being normal is not so normal at a place like this. Even just something as simple as walking outside becomes impossible on some days.
It's just a really awesome place to experience the weather in its full force.
But inside, it's a completely different story.
Here? Not bad. Not bad. It's comfortable where we are. If you can't get out, you still get to experience the wind. But the living conditions itself, it's comfortable.
We have internet access, we have phones, we have heat, lights, electricity off the grid. We also have generator backup. So it's very much like living at home.
But the main thing that people associate with Mount Washington is the wind. Right now it's 7 degrees above zero, sustained at 55, gusting up to about 65. Now the thing is, this isn't that big of a deal. They regularly get gusts over 100 miles an hour.
Went outside one time when the winds were sustained over 100 somewhere, went out the door, went out into the wind and got blown across the deck at that moment, and no big deal if it happens. It's part of the fun of being up here, is getting blown across that deck. But that particular day, that particular night, I could not get back inside.
He had to wait for a break in the wind before he could dive back inside. Now, there is real danger up here. In 100-mile-an-hour winds, a 6-foot person will be pushed with about 200 pounds of force.
They have tested equipment, and one of the things that's kind of a joke here is tested on Mount Washington, found in the valley, because we've tested some instruments and we just never found them.
But the cold, wind, and ice are more of an attraction than a deterrent.
I absolutely love it. It's a unique experience. You really can't.
Thanks, Erin and Anthony. Here is your weather update. We saw a lot of sunshine in Boston today. The weather was much cooler and stayed in the upper 30s with wind gusts of 5 to 10 miles per hour. At least the sun was out and bright in the day. Temperatures tonight will reach into the upper 20s. Chilly weather means that the heaters will be back up. The skies will be clear tonight with very low wind gusts. Taking a look at your local forecast. Currently, temps are in the upper 20s. We're seeing a few towns here at 30. That's your highest temp around the state. Looking west at Orange and Fitchburg, relatively low temps, 25 and 26, with little wind speed throughout the night. So it's a cold night out there, but this cold weather won't be here for long. Moving into your 5-day forecast. Thursday, the sun was shining bright with highs in the upper 30s and a very light wind gust. Friday, temperatures will shoot back up into the 40s and the sky will be partly cloudy. Saturday will be a cloudy with a 30% chance of rainfall with temps in the mid-50s. Sunday, the sky will be covered in clouds once again with temperatures settling at 50. Monday, there is a 40% chance of rainfall and the skies will be cloudy and gray with a temp of 40 degrees. This past month, our weather reporter Erin Farley went to Union Beach, New Jersey, one of the areas hit hardest by Superstorm Sandy, to check out the devastation caused by the Category 1 storm.
Union Beach, New Jersey isn't paradise anymore. Hurricane Sandy wrecked it, and Michael Larco can't believe it.
They had pools in the backyard, on the back decks and stuff like that. Their whole backyards have been totally wiped out, and the water just ran through them, and they're just totally gutting them out right now. It's just unbelievable devastation. You can't even imagine.
Many Union Beach homes are still flooded. One insurance surveyor doesn't have a clue about exact claim amounts.
I have no idea. It's a favorable rate I've been told is in the hundreds. That's not going to be here. But a favorable rate I've been told is in the hundreds, and a non-favorable rate is in the thousands.
Currently, volunteers are camped out in Union Beach. They're helping to repair the town and prepare almost 800 meals a day for Sandy victims and volunteers. Aaron Kohler is a volunteer from Seattle, and he has his work cut out for him.
Working on transitioning, we just got invited to stay at the VFW in Hazlitt. So that's going to be we're going to be using their kitchen to continue to do mobile food outreach.
Kohler is confident in rebuilding with volunteers.
We had 3 people come out from Seattle. One of the guys was from Wisconsin, another person from North Carolina. So it's been really amazing just seeing the outpouring and support from the community and from around the nation and around the world.
Superstorm Sandy devastated Union Beach, washing away houses and ripping the sides off of other homes, such as the one behind me. Residents of this New Jersey town have a lot of work to do, but are looking forward to rebuilding. In Union Beach, New Jersey, I'm Erin Farley.